Hi, my name is Macy Mandrell and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Timothy Rosignol and I'm a senior.
Hi, my name is Halie Peach. I am a senior.
I'm Chase Dowdy and I am a junior.
I play Amalia Abolish in our show She Loves Me, and one word I would describe her as is headstrong. She is just she knows what she wants and she will be very determined to get after it and just do her best to be self-sufficient and just like a powerful female character.
I play George Novak in our production of She Loves Me, and one word I'd use to describe him is quirky, but in like a really good way. I know that sounds kind of weird, but he just has a different way of interacting with everybody. He's kind of odd, but also he's super relatable, so I think he's a good mix for a main character.
My character's name is Ilona, and I would probably describe her as a hopeless romantic for sure.
My character's name is Kodai, and he is very arrogant and sleazy.
I think I personally really relate to my character Amalia. She's just a very determined, stubborn lady, and I think I can just fit the bill in that way. That's just who my personality is. I see something, I'm going to get it done by myself, and I'm just going to work hard to just be determined about everything.
I'd say I relate to my character actually quite a lot. We're very similar. He kind of cares so much about everything to the point where he kind of gets a little bit nervous, and you see that a little bit. So definitely we both care a lot about everything. We're both a little bit weird at times, so I'd say my character's a really good fit for my personality.
Alright, so the way I relate to my character most, Ilona's a huge hopeless romantic, which I guess is something I can relate to. She's in love with the idea of love and often finds it in the wrong places. And so that's something I can definitely relate to on a different level of sorts.
I relate with Kodai probably the most with just the way he carries himself. I probably do carry myself with my head high sometimes, but there are ways that I do not relate with Kodai. At least I don't think.
So we both kind of have a shared, weird, kind of funny memory from our most recent show, which was The Addams Family. I played Lucas, and she played Wednesday, and we were love interests again for another show. So backstage, you would often see these characters like wrapped around each other, like my arms were around her waist, hers were over my shoulders, and we would literally sit there for so long while other characters were doing stuff on like the front of the stage. We were behind that curtain just sitting there the entire time.
Yeah, and that was also like really awkward with practices and stuff like that because we would stand there and like not know what was going on in front of us, and it would just take longer because they were getting feedback along with it, and we just stood in that embrace for a very, very long time.
Yeah, and we couldn't laugh. That was the worst part, is that we couldn't
and we
laugh.
had to be very serious and very lovey-dovey with each other.
Yeah.
Because it was not our first rodeo being love interests.
Well, I'd say my favorite thing that has happened in or during a past show of mine was probably last year. I played for 3 days a game of Monopoly that in total was a 5-hour-long game before the shows. And the only reason it lasted that long was because I kept giving everyone my money. So anytime I made their money, I just gave it back to them.
I'm going to mention two moments from past productions. The first one is from the 2019 production of Hello, Dolly. I had a very minor role, just a few speaking parts. His name was Stanley. He comes in during the waiters gallop, and he says to Rudy, the main leader of the waiters, says that Dolly has arrived, and so he mentions a handbag, and it was just a very humorous scene. But my most recent favorite memory would be last year during Addams Family. I was the character Mal Beinecke, and during the whole thing, throughout the whole show, he was just kind of just a jerk. And as it progressed, he kind of loosened up a little bit more, and just towards the end, he just kind of became a cool dad, I guess. So he kind of got to do a sprinkler move, and it was just kind of fun. So,
I love love this musical that my mom has picked, and I just really like the whole vibe of the show and the pretty costumes and colors. I think all of the characters are really entertaining and funny, and that we can just work really well together.
So my favorite part is there's this song in here that takes us all the way back to Christmas, I know. And so it's all this chaotic shopping and everything's going on and it gets faster and faster and faster. And so it's just my favorite song from this show. There's so many other good parts, but this just barely takes the cake.
So my favorite part about the show so far is this newfound confidence my character's given me, because she kind of holds herself very confidently in a certain way that I've never been able to hold myself. So it's been very interesting having that newfound confidence on stage, and I think that's definitely my favorite part.
So far, my favorite part of She Loves Me is, besides the fact that I get to have a cool cane and just be really confident on stage, is just the music. You know, it's none of the songs are really boring. They all have a bit of fun to them and their own uniqueness that kind of just drives the musical, in my opinion. So.
I play Amalia in the show. We are love interest, and my 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! And he kind of goes on this whole, okay, cut. So my favorite part about She Loves Me, besides getting to have this wonderful cane, is,
Action.
so my favorite part of She Loves Me, besides the
One.
It was bad. It's not hard to cut videos.
Okay, let me know.
Go.
Go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this still been
Are
filmed this
we
whole time?
rolling still? Okay.